wish you a Merry Christmas!
I was not ready for that. I didn't know it was going to be right off the rip.
I am the great and powerful Mr. E!
And I am Jolly J.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Because what are we together?
We're Cryptids of the Corn podcast.
Yeah!
You're like a knockoff Macho Man Randy Savage.
I know. Do you know who I was pretending to be last week? I never made mention of it. I did it for all 3 of the episodes. I didn't even realize it.
No.
Oh, my gosh. Charles Manson.
Oh.
Yeah, I was doing his, he's, hey,
Do you feel blame? Are you mad?
I could take a shot about her.
I love that video.
He's freaking insane, but not really.
Yeah, I agree. Who are you?
He's not criminally insane.
I'm nobody. I'm nothing.
Anyways, this is not about Charles Manson.
Why are we quoting him? Why do I know quotes off the top of my head from him?
Anyways, we wish you a Merry Christmas. This is coming out the day after Christmas, but we are recording this the day before. This is our Christmas special.
And we're talking about Charlie Manson on our Christmas.
We're actually going to talk about Krampus and Santa Claus.
Oh, so there's a tie-in.
And right off the rip, everybody with the families and stuff at home that are listening, we are a podcast that believes in Santa, so you don't got to worry about any of that stuff.
Worry about that stuff? What do you mean? There's nothing to worry about.
No, but some podcasts put negativity out there towards towards Santa.
Never from.
And you got to worry about that with small kids in the car and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Cryptids of the Corn loves Santa.
Santa is 100% real, no matter what people say, and that's going to be the ending of this episode. We're going to get back into that topic.
And it's serious. We're being dead serious.
I am being dead serious.
Yes.
I don't know about Jay.
No one knows about me.
But I've been on like 5 podcasts recently, and that's how it's ended, that I believe in Santa.
Yeah, but how much, moonshine's involved? Maybe not moonshine, but,
no
spirits.
Oh, spirits are different.
Yes.
The Christmas spirit.
Yeah, the Christmas spirits.
I was drinking cranberries last night.
See?
Well, mostly cranberries.
Kombucha?
No, it was Crown Apple.
Oh, okay.
Washington Apple. I made a Washington Apple last night. That's why I was drinking in here.
Those are good. Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah, Merry Christmas. But top of the show stuff. Once again, we are having a live show here in Ohio, April 22nd, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. with Hillbilly Horror Stories, and that will be located in Post-Town Elementary.
In Middletown, Ohio.
Yeah. Come out and have some fun. We're going to share some never-before-discussed and seen stuff from the podcast. It's going to be 100% unique, and once we're done with that live show, that stuff gets buried with the live show.
Yep.
Tickets are $30 each. Come out. If you're a member of our crew, we're going to do hangouts afterwards, too. We'll pick a local bar and go hang out after the 10 p.m. thing.
So if you'd like to buy tickets, you can find a link on our website.
And below.
And below this episode, on our Facebook, our Instagram. Just find us on the socials, and, there'll be links there to find.
And if this works out, we'll start traveling further away from Ohio to start doing some more live shows.
Ooh.
So if you travel for this one, we'll do some more, maybe closer to you guys.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Facebook, once again on Facebook, stuff like that. We always do the Cryptids and Coffee every Tuesday.
Our ultimate goal is to do a live show in Antarctica. So if you guys can just get enough buzz, go and we'll do a live show in Antarctica when someone books us there.
Yeah, exactly. Patreon, you guys are killing it for us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, we have a lot of support on Patreons. Thank you very much. But we have 2 new Patreon members we're going to shout out. I have one on my paper. You have one.
Okay.
Jay just looked at me because he's like, I only have one.
Yeah.
But Preston Dillon is the one I have.
Ooh.
I've been talking to him a little bit on Patreon and stuff like that. You may hear more from him later.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
And who do you have, Jay?
Cliff Anderson.
Cliff Anderson. So Cliff just snuck in there.
Yeah.
Like this morning, I got a notification that he joined Patreon.
He's our newest member.
Yeah, so that's why he's not in the official script.
Hot off the presses.
Hot off the presses.
Yeah.
So thank you guys very much. Our Patreon shout-outs. We appreciate you guys greatly. Anything to say to them, Jay?
Oh, just thank you. Like, every time a new one pops up, we are just, I don't know, blessed, I guess.
I was going to say, yeah, you guys are officially paying for the website and a couple other things. So thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Takes some stress off our backs for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But yeah, so reviews. 5-star reviews. I will read the 5-star reviews if you leave them. Not 4 stars, and you know who you are. Oh, we just got another 4-star last night.
Last night?
Mm-hmm. So you're not reading it, but we do have a 5-star. And by the way, everybody, there's something weird going on with the Apple reviews. Not all of them get posted to Apple,
Which is strange.
I can only see a couple of them. A couple of them are on Chartable, and that's actually how I found this one we're going to read today. So I didn't see you last week because you weren't on Apple, but we still want to give you recognition. So this comes from Clowning E Round. Clowning E Round.
Oh, I get it.
Clowning around. And they are from Great Britain. The headline is excellent. And then the quote is, really happy to have found this excellent podcast via America's Scaryland team. Keep up the excellent work from Adam in England. Well, thank you, Adam in England.
Yeah, thanks from across the pond, and thank you, Nick and Jake from America's Scaryland.
Yeah, sending somebody our way. That's amazing. But yeah, so we said it in the live stream this morning, but we're going to say it again on here because you guys may have no idea because you guys are from all around the world. We're not going to cover Krampus like super in depth because about 150,000 other podcasts do this every year.
So he's beat to death.
Yeah, so we're still gonna cover them. I got I have about 800 words in the script, which is a really small script for us. So we're just kind of going to go over it. And then at the end, we're going to talk about some Krampus knock things. I have an update for Jay that Jay does not know about.
Ooh.
That I am quite furious.
Furious?
Yeah.
That's not good.
And then we're going to end it on talking about Santa Claus and how he's real.
Mm-hmm. That's where the real meat and potatoes are.
Because I think I have a very unique idea on why Santa's real.
It's because he is.
Yeah, he's an extraterrestrial from Alpha Centauri.
Okay. If anyone knows, he definitely is making that up. He does not believe that.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
But, side tangent, a new episode of Rick and Morty recently had Santa as a representative of Earth.
Oh.
For the galactic community.
Interesting. An earthbound being.
As he's still an internal being, but he's the representative of Earth for the Galactic Council.
Gotcha. Yeah, who better? Though?
And he doesn't know he's Santa Claus. He just looks like he's the idyllic picture of Santa. And Morty says, like, Santa? He's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm the diplomat from Earth.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Like, okay.
I haven't watched that show in a while.
It's still good.
Okay.
So let's get into Krampus.
Krampus. Who came up with that name?
We'll get into it. I have a little bit on it.
Okay.
His real name's Toffee.
Toffee?
Yeah.
I just had to stop in my tracks right there.
His real name's Toffee. Anyways, Krampus is a Central European popular legend, a half-goat, half-demon monster that punishes misbehaving children at Christmas time. He is a devilish companion of good old Saint Nicholas. Krampus is believed to have originated in Germany. His name derives from the German word Krampen, which means claw or sharp nail.
Ooh.
Krampus was thought to be a part of the pagan rituals of the winter solstice. According to legend, he is the son of Hel, the Norse god of the underworld, which is and was spared of Christianity. Krampus became associated with Christmas, despite the efforts of the Catholic Church to ban him. So we see this a lot in Europe. The Christianization of the pagan religions, they let them keep some of the stuff to make it more palatable.
Yeah.
And I am a Christian, but I'm definitely not a Catholic.
Yeah.
Nothing against our Catholic listeners. It's more about the head of the corporation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm treading on light water.
Well, I have a Frankie, really good friend of the show. He's Catholic. And I talk to him about the Pope all the time. He's like, do you guys just church listen to... He's like, no.
Yeah, ain't that weird?
He's like, we don't care.
It's a pretty big umbrella.
Yeah. So, yeah, so it's not anything against Catholics. It's more against the head of the Catholic Church.
With their big...
The cabal.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's just that's my opinion.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Krampus is also called... You ready for Justin pronounces different languages?
Yeah, toffee.
Well, no, that one I can read. Let's do the first one. Kloffenbarf.
That's pretty good.
I think it's... I really think it's pronounced Kloffenbarf.
It sounded German.
Toffee, and Toffelo.
Okay.
are kind of like these three regional dialects. The word is similar to the devil. So that is like, it's the little prefixes on basically the German word for devil, or at least the ancient Germanic word for devil.
Okay.
So Tufel, Toffee, Tofu, and Toffee, like Toffai. It's like, it's all prefixes on the same word.
Gotcha, yeah.
So the first word is Toffel,
Right, okay.
and then you add an E, an I, or an L.
We'll just call him Toffee.
Toffee.
Yeah.
Or Kloffenburf.
Or Kloffenborf.
Brf.
Oh, oof.
But so, in the Science of Human History in Germany, told by Live Science in an email, Rest as he's a scientist, suspects the name Krampus was introduced in Vienna in the 19th century, but is not certain.
Okay.
So Krampus appears on a certain day. It's not Christmas Day. He comes beforehand to clean everything up. So Krampusnacht's already passed. Well, by the time this episode comes out, Christmas is already passed.
It's true.
Traditionally, Krampus appears on the evening of December 5th, or Krampusnacht.
December 5th.
Yep.
Why so early?
We'll get into it. Okay. So Jennifer Collins, a scholastic communications and reference librarian at the State University of New York, who has studied Krampus exclusively, told Life Science in an email Krampusnacht came just before the Feast of St. Nicholas on December 6th. In essence, Krampus is the bad cop and Santa is the good cop. Krampus was often targeting children who were behaving badly, hitting them with tree branches, known as a switch, or even kidnapping them in a basket. If kids were good, they wouldn't be kidnapped or swatted, and would instead, on the sixth day, be gifted gifts from Santa. So, originally, basically, St. Nicholas Day is the 6th. So that's why it's not the 25th. So he would come the day before, and basically, if you weren't beat and you didn't get kidnapped in the night,
You were going to get a present.
you're like, okay, I get a present today.
Yeah.
So it's still the Christmas Eve, Christmas kind of thing.
Or it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so people sometimes dress up as Krampus on December 5th and participate in an event called the Krampus Run, or Running of the Krampus. It's particularly popular in Germany and Austria. I always want to say Australia.
I know. It's like, you ever... Oh, I'm sure you had. The beginning of Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
What's your accent? Austria. Oh.
Good day.
Good day, mate. Let's go have another.
We have a lot of Australian listeners now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they've gotten back far enough in the episodes when we made fun of accents from around the world.
Oh, gosh.
Can you do an Australian accent? And that's a big thing. That's like America. Let's like saying do an American accent.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what, do you want a Louisiana accent? Do you want a Minnesota?
Right, yeah.
You know, the dialect is very...
I feel like I could do an Australian accent if I had a little drink in me and I had, like, Steve Irwin on the mind. I could probably get into it pretty good.
I have done... Did you ever see the video of me with the big snapping turtle doing Steve Irwin?
Oh, gosh. I don't know, but I can imagine.
My freaking face bit off.
I can only imagine.
And I'll say this. You know why I love Steve Irwin so much compared to any other...
Because he respected the animals.
Yeah. He was always tell you that this crocodile will eat me and kill me the second it gets the opportunity, even though I love it.
Yeah.
I love this animal. This animal does not love me.
There's not another Steve Irwin
no.
roaming around right now that I'm aware of.
And there's these people, they're like, no, this animals love me. And yeah, all right.
Yeah, we'll find that out.
Oh, we were talking about the bear guy.
Yeah, the bear guy.
Yeah.
You got eaten.
Yeah. Where were we? Krampusnacht.
Yes.
So it's not entirely clear of the when and the how the Krampus costumes began. The Krampus tradition certainly has several origins, which are located in different historical and geological context. So basically, it kind of was popping up a little bit here, a little bit there, and that's where you get these like local variances and twists on the legend.
Okay.
But in the 17th and 18th century, our carnival parades became popular in Bavaria and mountain areas of Austria, and Krampus may have been incorporated into these. So basically, they think that the event popped up first, and then Krampus kind of took it over.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does
the character. Yeah.
So it was like their local, their bad Saint Nick.
Yeah.
I've even seen some depictions of him being Saint Nicholas's shadow, like Peter Pan.
Ooh.
where Saint Nick is the good and the evil. So
Yeah.
it's all one being though,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of the thing with that depiction is that there's not a good or an evil side to Santa. It is one being, and it's all about you.
Mm.
Which are you getting the dark or the light?
Yeah. Have you been a good boy or bad?
You don't want to be a bad, especially we're going to talk about the Krampus movie that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I never saw it.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah, Krampus may have been incorporated into these. Authorities tried to ban these parades, in part because they led young people to get drunk and riot. So they weren't really banning them because they had the devil in them. They were banning them because young people were getting drunk and rioting.
Well, that's exactly why they banned the Halloween parties at Ohio
Athens,
University in Athens. Yeah.
You want me to tell you a story about that?
Oh, I got one too.
Well, I have two stories.
Okay.
Me, Emily, and some other college kids were coming from Hocking University, which is right up the road.
Yep.
We got off the exit in costumes. The cops were making every car that had somebody wearing a costume get back on the highway.
And leave?
Yeah. So literally, they were checking. They seen you wearing a costume and made you get back on the highway.
Nope.
We were like, we live here. We lied.
Yeah.
We're like, we live here. We go to school here. Nope.
Wow.
I'm like, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
We're like, we're running out of gas. Nope.
No Halloween party for you.
Oh, we just went the back way to Athens.
Oh, okay. Man, that's nuts.
And then, so Athens, a really fun thing they do is, have you ever seen the big plexiglass fish tanks they put people in?
I have not.
So we seen it on St. Patty's Day. Oh gosh, St. Patty's Day. That was bad. But Athens is like a crazy party town for everybody at home. Athens, Ohio.
Yes.
Not Athens, Greece.
Right. Athens, Ohio is nuts.
Athens, Greece may be a party town too. I'm not sure.
Probably was.
I haven't been. But they have these giant plexiglass drunk tanks.
Okay.
They pull behind the cop cars, and they just throw everybody in them. As long as you didn't hit a cop. So let's say you were out and disorderly drunk in public,
Yeah.
but not doing anything bad.
Yeah.
They're going to throw you in there for a couple hours, let you sober up,
Hmm.
and not take you to jail.
I have not seen those before.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I think we have a picture of our buddy Nate. Hey, shout out to Nate in one.
That's great.
They're full of,
Man.
it's just,
I've never been down there during Halloween or anything. I just heard stories.
oh, yeah, I have been there.
But my
Seen
favorite.
a couch being thrown on fire, thrown out of a window.
Oh, that's funny because I was just gonna bring up this story.
Oh gosh, was it? Do you know whose couch it was?
I know who burnt the couch in the middle of the road. So the one year, I had some friends down there, and yeah, they were taking furniture out and dragging it to the middle of the street. Not my friends, but people. The whole riot. It was a huge thing. Like there were cops on horses there, escorting people out of the street. It was bad. It was really bad.
Well, there's always hundreds of police officers.
Oh, yeah, just shoving people. It was bad, but yeah, they drug a couch in the middle of the street and lit it on fire, and there was a huge fire right in the middle of the road. And some photographers took some pictures of it and put it on the front page of the newspaper. And on the front page of the newspaper is one of my best friends sitting there like with his fists in the air right in front of the couch on fire, right in the middle of the photo. Like
the end of world's picture.
Yeah, yes. Oh, it was great.
Now, I think I can't remember who it was. It may have been Nate. We're walking down one of the college streets, and literally a couch on fire came out of a window.
It might have been them.
And we're like, all right, well, we're getting out of here.
Yeah, that was not a good place to be.
Anybody that's ever drank with me knows I'm a very peaceful, slow drinker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loud, but it's because I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I don't move.
You're not lighting stuff on fire and throwing it out windows.
Not since I was really young.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, there's always something on fire in Athens.
That was bad.
We went, what day was it? It wasn't Halloween. It was St. Patty's Day, which is another really bad one.
I can only imagine.
Athens is nothing but bars.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think on St. Patty's Day, we went to 15 bars.
That's a lot.
In the same 2 blocks.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It sounds
Yeah, that College Main Street, there's like 10. There's 10 on the College Main Street.
Jeez.
And then all the side streets have bars.
Yeah.
If anybody ever goes, the Red Brick Inn.
There you go.
That's $2 mixed drinks.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. All right, back to Krampus.
Yeah, quite the tangent there.
Krampus lore may have originated in Bravia, I think, after the 30 Years' War. So that's 1618 to 1648.
Okay.
Is that 30 years, Jay?
Yes.
Okay. Noting that the death rate for the war was extremely immense, with some areas losing over half their population.
Dang.
Krampus is not the only monstrous creature to appear at this time of year. December 12th is dedicated to Parsha, who sometimes appears as a witch-like creature who would disembowel the girls who had used up all their wool for the year.
Okay.
So it's a lesson in teaching you to basically keep stuff back for the future.
Okay.
So if you burnt through all of your stuff to make yourself all these new clothes,
Yeah.
and didn't save anything for the future, it's a lot of these are cautionary tales.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she would disembowel young girls and like hang their innards like the dog man of Land Between the Legs.
Yeah, exactly.
The day is also popular in southern Germany and Austria. Historically, knitting clothes is essential for survival. In the Alpines of Austria, in the midst of this creature, encourage girls to knit and provide stuff for the future. So that is what I have for Krampus.
Okay.
But I have some Krampusnacht things.
Okay.
So, Krampusnacht activities. Anything about Krampus before I move on to Krampusnacht activities?
I mean, it's almost like it derived from just folklore, straight up folklore. I don't know. But I like the shadow Santa aspect of it. Because we all have our shadows, you know?
Shadow and Santa. All right, so setting up for Krampusnacht. Setting out Snapple offerings. Schnapple? I think it's Schnapple. Men in Krampus gear go from house to house, making a ruckus. It is tradition to give an offering of schnapples, or snops. I can't read. Before they continue, so make sure you set out some snops. So once again, like the freaking Christmas horse, you need to set out alcohol for these adult men dressed as Krampus when they come to your house, or they'll cause a ruckus.
You don't need adult men in costumes causing a ruckus.
Yeah, we need to implement these traditions in Ada.
True, maybe
We can get drunk every night of the week in December.
someone might leave some blind tiger liquor out.
Oh gosh, blind tiger liquor. If it blinds a tiger, what it'll do to me?
Probably increase your vision.
Number 2, dress up as Krampus. What better way to celebrate Krampusnacht by turning yourself into a Krampus? Get your best demon costume and go frighten some naughty children on the street.
Ooh. Now, didn't this get canceled? Or are we gonna get to that?
We're getting to that.
Okay.
Very classic Jay move. Very classic Jay
Yeah,
move.
just jumped ahead.
Jay has no idea what the scripts ever say if anybody's ever curious. So I know we have a lot of new listeners, so that's kind of what a J move is guessing what the back end of the script is. But it means I'm doing my job right.
I think so.
Host a costume party. Get your friends together in a costume party on December 5th. Everyone can dress up as Krampus. The person with the best costume wins Krampus of the year. And then we beat the other ones to death.
Yeah. We push them in a big hole, and we just throw heavy things down on them.
So I got 5 kind of random Krampus facts for you.
Okay.
The word Krampus means claw or claws.
Okay.
And it comes from the Germanic word Krampen, which refers to a fearsome appearance or clawed monster. Krampus cards have names. So Christmas cards that have a Krampus on them are called Krampenstraten.
Ooh, we got one in our hands right
we have
now.
2 we're going to read here in a bit.
Oh, they're different?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You think you're special?
I didn't know.
I don't know. They may be the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Okay, so we only have one.
Yes.
But yeah. The Krampus comes with Saint Nick. Since Krampusnacht is the night before the feast of Saint Nicholas, in some religions, Krampus visits homes with Saint Nick. So yeah, they're seen together. I've seen depictions of them riding in like the sleigh together and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not enemies. They're 2 sides of the same coin.
Gotcha.
Krampus visits for 2 weeks.
Oh, it's that long?
While Krampusnacht is the official celebration, Krampus visits and wanders the streets throughout the first 2 weeks of December. So he's there from the 1st to the 14th.
He's hanging around.
Yeah, mostly drinking schnapps.
And looking for people.
I think it's mostly drinking schnapps.
Okay.
Krampus is popular in media. From greeting cards to movies, video games, and has made an appearance in media. And the portrayal of Krampusnacht celebrations grow each year. So basically, Krampus is getting more and more popular in recent history, including the I can't remember 2018 movie. I think it was Krampus.
Yeah, it might. It might have been even more recent than that, but I can't remember.
I was working at Ada McDonald's, so no, I think it would have to be 18.
Okay, never mind.
Because I went with work friends.
Gotcha. Okay, I remember when it came out.
That's when I hit on that cop.
Oh, okay.
It's that night because it was like 2 a.m. in the Arby's.
Gotcha.
And let's see, 2018. So I was like 20. This cop was probably like 35. Tried hitting on her.
Did it go well?
No, but she didn't tase me or anything.
Oh, so it went kind of well.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair is fair.
Yeah.
So as Jay said earlier, I was extremely agitated that they canceled Krampusnacht in Indiana.
Yeah.
Guess what? They did it anyways.
They still had it?
Yeah, and we didn't go because I didn't know they were doing it.
Ah.
So we're doing it next year. It's December 3rd. This year it was December 3rd. I don't know why it was December 3rd. I think they did it to throw everybody off. Because they were expecting it on the 5th.
Yeah.
But it was in... I was 401 East Michigan Street, Indianapolis. 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. It was at the... I can never say it. The Athenaeum. The big complex there. The Athenaeum.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like the big, not Lucas Oil, but
That's the only one I know.
it's the other big one.
Okay.
But yeah, celebrating Krampusnacht. They have all kinds. They have a market there. If you've been brave or you've been naughty or nice, you come. It's just a fun thing.
It sounds like fun. Yeah, we wanted to go this year.
But they canceled it.
Right.
For like satanic worship or whatever they claimed it was for.
That's how I remember you talk. I think we talked about it in another episode, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Or with somebody else. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I know we talked about it.
So yeah, they did it. They canceled it because it's satanic worship and stuff like that. I don't think so.
It's Shadow Santa worship.
I wouldn't say. See, you're not supposed to worship anything. That's kind of the thing. So celebrating, it's kind of a tricky. I guess when you go on that aspect, it's kind of a tricky thing.
Yeah,
I think it's more done in fun,
for sure.
And it's all so these old, especially old European legends, have a lot of built-in lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So Krampus, I think, represents the world kind of punishment for if you're naughty and nasty. It comes back around.
Oh, yeah.
So you can spend all year doing all your bad stuff.
The karma comes.
But at the end, the wolf comes around to get what he wants.
Yep.
And if you're good, life's good to you.
Yeah.
That's kind of the general.
You get gifts in return. And
I don't like that lesson in particularly either, that you get a physical prize or reward for doing good things.
I think that's more of the...
So I think that gets lost sometimes.
Yeah.
It's more of that you get rewarded in life for doing good, but your reward may be your enjoyment of the good deeds.
Yeah, exactly. I think the present, the Santa's present gift might be more of like a metaphor for the real gifts you get in life, whether it not be something like an actual present, but just something good comes your way, or the person you're supposed to meet that day, comes in your life. I don't know.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I think is what it's supposed to represent. I just think some kids and stuff get lost in the shuffle.
Oh, for sure. We live in a material world now, so everything's got to be material.
And you are a material girl.
Wait, I forget how that song goes. I can't remember.
What the heck are you trying to sing?
That's what you just said. The Madonna song, Material Girl, Material World.
I'm a material girl, living in a material world.
I think you have it backwards. I think it's we're living in a material world because I'm a material girl. I think.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
We used to have that song, but the German version. Very funny.
Yeah.
The girl sings like about the same, but the guy is very aggressive and very like sharp with his words.
I love the Germanic language.
Oh, it's great.
It's not a love language.
I prefer it to the original Barbie Girl song. I mean, just saying.
There's that great TikTok, or I think it's a TikTok. It may be an Instagram reel. I don't know. Where it's like all the languages using the same word. And it's like aeroplane.
Yeah.
Aeroplane. Aeroplane. Yeah,
German.
Yeah, it's like, jeez.
They're always yelling.
They sound so angry.
I wish I knew that language, though.
Well, learn it.
I tried.
You're only like 39. God. You got a couple more years in you.
I get older and shorter every episode. Every episode.
You need to make a T-shirt of you just slowly shrinking and looking
yeah.
like Benjamin Button.
Basically, yeah.
Me and Jay are the same height. I just look taller because of my hair.
No, you just said you gained like 3 inches today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
In the waistline.
Oh, no, you said you're 5'10" or whatever.
I am 5'10".
See, here we go. Yeah, with your shoes and your hair.
No,
I'll
that's what my
accept it.
doctor chart says.
The doctors don't know nothing. Modern medicine, it's a facade.
I believe in Santa Claus.
Oh, we're going to get right there.
Yep.
You believe that there's a jolly old man with jelly in his belly flying around the sky?
I do believe St. Nicholas is a real person, stuff like that, yeah. I don't think that's Santa, though. So everybody at home, if you don't want us to talk about Santa in front of your kids, this is your warning to kind of turn us off or whatever. But we're still with the stance that Santa's real and we believe in Santa.
Yeah.
But I just like giving that warning out and stuff like that, you know. I don't believe Santa is a physical being per se. Maybe it can personify itself as a physical representation.
Could Santa in some way, shape, or form be a tulpa?
I don't think so. I think it's more of like an angel, like a biblical spirit.
Well, what about people saying they actually saw Santa?
Sure.
Would that be a tulpa?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
That episode hasn't come out yet, so nobody knows what you're talking about.
Not interesting.
Yeah. we have like 2.5 hours coming on tulpas in season 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's season 3, Jay.
Gotcha.
We're still in season 2.
See, I like to foreshadow.
But no, so like we talked about it off air, but on air, we'll say it now. There's the Walmart Santa every year, and not the guy out front. Every year, this guy goes around the country and buys everybody's layaway presents, and just tells the manager to not tell him who bought them,
Just
and to come pick them up.
Yeah.
So each year, it's like $5 or $6 million he does.
How does layaway work?
So layaway is a very predatory system.
Yeah.
You pick an item that you want, you put it into layaway, and they charge interest on the item.
So the item just sits back?
Yeah, and it's like in a storage room. So
okay.
let's say the item's $100.
Yeah.
By the end of it, over 8 or 9 months, whatever it is, you probably have paid $150 or $175 for the $100 item.
Dang,
Because
okay.
you can't afford it in one go. So it is taking advantage of people in a hard situation already.
Right, yeah.
So layaway is a very predatory system. So if you're using layaway, 99% of the time, I can't speak for everybody, but if you're using layaway, you're probably
Strapped for cash.
Strapped for cash is the best thing. So this guy will go in and he'll buy everything on layaway. I think his record's $78,000 at one Walmart.
Nice, okay.
But he doesn't care. Here's the cash and he pays in cash.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who he is. And yeah, I think one of them had him wrap all the presents and stuff for him.
Oh, nice.
So it's just crazy. That's Santa Claus. Not that guy in particular, but the spirit
The thought.
of that.
Or the act.
Yeah, the spirit of that act
Yes.
is what Santa is the act of giving more than you take, the act of doing something without getting something back out of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no tax exempt in there. He doesn't get a receipt. There's no publicity. There's none of this, that, or the other.
Yeah.
He's just going in and he's spending
It's just the act.
thousands and thousands of dollars to help somebody out for Christmas. So, like, every year, like, the glove projects you see around Ohio and stuff like that to help clothe the homeless for the winter.
Yeah.
Like, so you do what you do, and that is what Santa is. That is the spirit of Christmas manifesting in, like, so I guess it's more in my mind, more of a biblical spirit where it's not something, maybe you can see Santa. I believe you can see angels.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you my grandma's angel story?
Ooh,
My grandma Sharon, the one that lived in this house, the wheelchair.
Yeah.
grandma.
I'm trying to think if you did. No, tell me.
She's on a cruise. Her and Grandpa are on a cruise in Mexico. They saved for all this money, and they called to make sure that all the stops are going to be handicap accessible. Because she's in a very heavy wheelchair. She's in a RASC or whatever.
Yeah, the scooter. The motorized scooter.
Motorized scooter. And she could not walk. She could not stand. She had no mobility.
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't one of these people that can transfer chairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That still need a motorized scooter, but can't, she can't walk at all.
Yeah.
So they were, yep, should be able to stop at every stop, blah, blah, blah. Well, the one I can't remember if it wasn't Mexico City, but I can't remember. There's one stop they really wanted. They get to the stop on the cruise, and you have to walk a plank to get off the ship.
Oh, gosh.
and she's in a motorized scooter, and it's like literally like 3 or 4 boards wide.
Yeah, no.
And it's up a rail and back down a rail. And they couldn't get off, and it was horrible. My grandmother was so upset. And then these 2 Jamaican dudes, one really tall, one kind of short, come up, and they're like, "Do you really is this something you really want to do?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well," they were like, "Well, we'll carry you." And she's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "We'll pick up the scooter and take you over." And Grandpa said the one guy was big, but not like big. Keep in mind, a motorized scooter is like 300 pounds.
They're heavy.
And my grandmother was not small.
Yeah.
So this is a lot of weight. Carrying over planks over the open ocean.
Yeah.
And Grandma's like, okay. And she said these 2 dudes just kind of, one picked up the front, one picked up the back. They walked right over and set her down like it was nothing.
Oh, wow.
They weren't on the cruise.
Yeah.
She never found them again. Wasn't a big cruise ship like today.
Hmm.
This was like 200 or 300 people.
Yeah.
And they were on this for 2 more weeks and couldn't find them. They as a captain, stuff like these people didn't exist.
Yeah.
They didn't see them get back on the boat. They didn't. They were angels, is how she described it.
Yeah.
Is that they were there for a purpose. That is what I believe more of Santa is. That Santa doesn't come to everybody's house because not everybody needs it.
Right.
You don't need, like, if you're, like, so my mom and dad, and we can talk about our own family traditions here in a minute. My mom and dad always had one present that was from Santa to show you we bought you all this stuff, but there's always one thing. And I think when you stop believing in Santa, you lose a chunk. I think that is the pin for modern day magicalism in children. Not the illusion, because I don't think it is an illusion of magic in the world, not as in magician magic,
Right.
as in wonderment,
Yes.
as in stuff that's unexplainable. I think you start losing that when somebody tells you Santa's not real. That's the first one you're introduced to, the big belief.
The big blow. The
And
first
then
one.
So if that one's not real, then it kind of just falls apart.
Everything. The whole, yes.
But now you don't believe in anything, and then it makes you a better cog.
You lose the faith.
Yeah. You just lose the imagination. You lose the spark.
Yeah.
And so I think Santa's real. I just don't think he's not a guy at the North Pole.
Yeah.
You think it's this spirit that manifests its way in different ways. So when you see somebody helping out a homeless person, and you see this guy that buys all these layaway, that is Santa. Santa is the spirit of the action of the season.
The spirit of Christmas.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what he is.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Christ's birthday. The day the wise men found Christ.
Okay. There we go.
He was born in April.
I was going to say
And
that.
I hate that. Yeah, we know. Everybody that says that, oh, Jesus was born in April. I get that. They were walking there.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Over the frickin' desert.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, it took him a couple months. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Seems fishy to me.
But yeah, so
None of it must be real.
Christ's celebration.
Yeah.
And it's the celebration of Christ. And the ultimate sacrifice. And that's the whole point of Christmas, is celebrating the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because that's what he did for us. So I think
True.
that Santa's the small version of everyday sacrifice you can do to better somebody else's life with nothing in return.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the fact that you bettered somebody's life.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's the gift in itself.
That's the gift. That's what I think modern society has lost.
Well, yeah, because everything, like we said earlier, is now material.
Because we're made to be that way.
Programmed, yeah.
And when you give something, like me and Emily, okay, so here I'll spread it on the podcast. I think this is the first time I officially said it recording. Emily's pregnant, my wife, and she's having a baby in June. So we've been buying baby formula. Not a lot, but every time we go to Walmart or something, we buy a thing.
Just a little bit.
And somebody's like, well, what if the baby can't drink it? Like in case, sensitive stomach, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, well, just give it away then. And that was such a weird thing to them because it's we probably spent altogether at the end, we'll probably spend $300 or $400 in formula.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, just give it away to somebody that could use it.
Yeah.
And that was so weird to them. They're like, why would you give it away? Why would you buy something to give away? I was like, well, I don't need it.
I don't need it,
can
yeah.
benefit somebody else. I'm not going to sell baby formula.
Yeah. I mean, not like that happened, what was that, last year?
Yeah, it's not. So we just want it to be,
prepared.
And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And I think that's lost.
She better start pumping.
Yeah. Emily's 98 pounds.
Yeah. She'll be like, a raisin.
Here's 2 ounces of milk every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks, yeah.
But no, so that's why we're just getting prepared. But so that action's lost on people.
Yeah.
That it's So Santa's real, and you can live in Santa and like Jesus' spirit by just giving something. Don't want anything back. You don't have to say your name. I don't care if it's the donation thing. Time. People don't realize time is a great donation.
Oh, yeah.
When you go, like, we used to do the Glove Project every year. We're just not members of that church anymore.
Okay.
So we just, moving and stuff like that. But we used to do that every year. The Glove Project, which is gathering gloves like Menards, was a really big one.
Yeah.
They would donate hundreds of pairs of gloves.
Yeah.
They'd just go through and they basically take carts and just knock a whole bunch of stuff off the shelves. And
Nice.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Nice gloves, not the little
Like
thin
cloth,
fabric ones,
yeah.
like actual gloves.
Something that actually keep you warm.
Yeah. So there's still companies out there that feel for that still donate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Menards ever asked for any kind of publicity with it.
They just do it.
They're just like, yeah, go get 3 carts full.
Well, it's all those rebates,
Menards rebates are weird. I was just there yesterday. I bought the baby room light.
Literally every sign there has a rebate. Something.
Nobody ever does it.
No, I know. That's why
I've never done one of the Menards rebates.
It's great marketing.
It is. It's smart.
It should just go. Yeah, it should just go Menards and rebates. I don't know.
So I rambled a lot about there. What do you think? What do you think? Do you believe in Santa, Jay?
But I believe in that spirit of Santa. Yeah, I do. I think it's a true, real thing. I don't believe in the guy in the North Pole, like you're saying, but at the same time, I kind of do. Like,
no, there could be. I don't.
Could be though.
That could be the manifestation of that spirit or that energy.
Yeah, like I don't rule it out.
Yeah, sure. I don't. We talk about.
I mean, like the movie The Santa Claus.
We talk about so much insane stuff.
I know. Like
say, and that's the other thing. Sorry, I keep talking. I kind of forgot this point.
Yeah.
So many people say that believing in Santa is so ridiculous and stupid.
Yeah.
And there are some of these people that believe in the wildest stuff.
Oh, for sure.
And not even saying that that's fake. But if you believe in some of the wild stuff we talk about at all, and you think Santa is too ridiculous to exist, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Think about the programming there.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, literally, interdimensional Mothman, raccoons. What's some of the craziest stuff we've talked about? Like the portal baby stuff, which has evidence for.
Yeah.
And if you believe in that, but you don't believe in Santa, like what do you, like, or not open to the option.
Right. Yeah, that's the main thing. Being open to the option of it. But I mean, yeah, you get programmed to say this ain't real. It's nothing. Maybe there's something to that. Maybe they're trying to like kill Santa, but not the material Santa.
No, they kill the spirit inside you. The wonder.
Yeah.
The thought that there's more out there.
That way you can just consume and buy.
That the spiritual and magical world exist.
Yeah, exactly. It's only material things, people. That's what they want you to believe.
Now, there's like actual secret. I should have pulled some up. This is bad research on Justin's end. But Secret Santa stories, like extremely poverty-stricken families.
Yeah.
Getting full presents and stuff the year and stuff like that. There was one, what was it? There was a kid, I think it was New York, really, really poverty-stricken area, got a signed baseball from one of his, I'm not a big sports person, under his tree, and that was it.
Yeah.
And his parents were like, no, that's not from us. We don't have any money. We've been eating peanut butter and ketchup sandwiches for 2 weeks. Ooh. We did not buy you a $3,000 baseball.
Yeah, exactly. That's nuts. I don't know how that stuff. I mean, who knows?
That's what I'm saying.
How it
literally
works.
the manifestation of. So like it's kind of weird, but kind of like the Grim Reaper. I think the Grim Reaper's real. I don't think it's the harvester of souls. I think it's the guy that walks you there.
Mm.
It's a spirit, or an angel, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That is a good entity.
Guiding.
That just imagine right after you die, how scary that is.
Oh, it's like
how nice would it be if somebody held your hand along the walk?
You ever seen Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Yeah.
It's like that Grim Reaper.
Maybe not quite like him.
They play Twister with him to get their lives back.
There's I can't remember the name of this comic, but on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a great comic like the Sentimental Reaper and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I think you showed me.
Yeah, he feels for every soul and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just nice that somebody's walking you there.
Right, yeah. You need someone to hold your hand from time to time.
Especially right after you die.
Yeah, guide you to a land never dealt with before.
Yeah.
Not in your
it's
lifetime.
a big transition.
Yeah, a little bit.
So Santa's real.
Grim Reaper's real. Krampus, real or fake?
I think there is some semblance of realness to Krampus.
Yeah, I think. Well, all that.
The manifestation may not have a physical manifestation like we're talking about.
What Krampus represents
is real.
Certainly real. Yeah.
The goes around, comes around kind of stuff.
The claw. That's what I thought of.
St. Nicholas also means claws.
See, and we didn't even mention earlier the Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen. There might be, maybe there's something to that too.
Oh, you're a bad person and you killed Santa, so now you have to become Santa?
Well, not so much that, but, everything happens for a reason.
American Dad had Santa being the bad one and Krampus being the good one.
Flipped. See, everything is
Because
upside down.
Krampus cares for you enough, so he wants you to be a better person, so he punishes you to help you learn.
Which is a good thing.
Santa just wants you to be bad, so he just keeps rewarding you no matter what.
Yeah, unless you get coal. They probably didn't tackle that angle, did they?
Do you know how good coal is as a present?
Oh, yeah, it's great, but
It's the thing we're killing each other for.
Yeah, and we're demonizing it now.
No, I don't like coal.
See, look at you. You're shill. You're the Smithsonian shill.
It's bleaching the ocean. I don't care
That's
about
a lie.
It is bleaching the ocean.
Nope, not coal.
Yeah.
Nope, they're lying to you.
Carbon.
Lies.
So, before we move on to Christmas just stuff, why don't you read out a Rachel from the show sent us Christmas cards with a little Krampus story inside them.
Yes. So here's a little Krampus story from the divineiguana.com. I don't know. I just wanted to...
The Divine Iguana.
Yeah. So if you want to check that out...
Don't lick God.
Don't. Trust and believe. So it says, Gruss von Krampus. And again, this is from a Christmas card from Rachel, friend of the show. Probably one of the number one friends of the show. Probably number one.
I'll say that probably. I don't know. There's a lot of people we have in the top, but Rachel...
She goes above and beyond.
Yeah, Rachel goes above and beyond. So does Sean.
True, yes. So here we go. St. Nicholas brings gifts to the good children, but who tends to the naughty boys and girls? Santa's demonic manservant, the Krampus, comes out at night before Santa and beats the bad children with switches before carrying them off to hell in a barrel slung over his shoulder. A frightening figure from the folklore of the Alpine regions, the Krampus lends a bit more urgency to good behavior than the modern lump of coal. That's fun and very graphic.
I just thought of something. Krampus was made up just so you could beat your kid legally one night of the year.
I feel like they already did that.
No, I
back
mean
then. Modernly.
No, I mean beat.
Oh, like literally beat.
Yeah.
Never
You're
mind.
beating him with a stick.
Mind. Let's say 8. It's probably. I shouldn't say.
I did kind of leave this out. So thank you, Rachel, for the card. First
yeah,
off.
thank you.
My brain is really scattered. That Krampus may be based off of Mother Winter.
Ooh.
You ever heard of this troll?
No.
She'd come down from the mountains of the Alpines only in the winter. She'd grab up kids to take up to her offspring to cook as soup to feed her kids.
Interesting. So it could be an offshoot of that.
Yeah.
They just played it into the Christmas angle.
You could always tell she's coming because you could hear the chains and cages jingling on her back.
See, that's scary.
And she was giant, like real giant troll.
Yeah, like in the movie Troll Hunters.
Maybe not quite that big, but same species.
Yeah.
But she would literally have hundreds of cages on her back.
Oh, yeah, screw that.
And would just walk from village to village and catch any children she could.
Oh, my gosh. I'm glad I'm not a child anymore. Escape that one. Although I probably could be mistaken if I shave my beard.
I haven't seen a bald-headed kid recently.
True. Balding-headed. Shaved-headed.
Shaved head.
Shaved-headed.
Sorry.
Bald by choice.
Bald by choice. My apologies, sir.
Until it grows out.
Did you?
Then it's not by choice.
It's not by choice. I don't know. I just... It's the only way I'm taller than you.
The hair.
Mm-hmm.
I should just grow my hair out and, do a backwards combed forward poof.
Don't.
Maybe I could. It'd be good for the
Cut
show.
the top of the tin hat off.
Yeah, you got the back of it off. I might just grow my mullet back.
There you go. Did your family have any Christmas tradition you want to talk about?
Well, Mom and Dad always signed our Christmas gifts from Santa. I think Mom still does to this day, and I'm 32.
I'm 27, and my mom still does.
Yep. So that tradition still. We never really had a Christmas tradition, I would say. Like, other than the normal wake up Christmas morning and the magic and wonderment of the presents being under the tree.
So I'm 27, and probably since I was 5, my mom didn't do it one year, and it was chaos.
Didn't do what?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
We get to open one present on Christmas Eve.
Ooh, early?
It's always the same thing, which we loved. It's always especially pajamas.
Yeah.
So it was pajamas. That's how I got my Bigfoot pajamas. That's how I got my fish pajamas.
Okay.
Jay's seen it because we share a hotel room a lot.
Yeah.
But literally, that's how she didn't do it one year because she didn't think we liked it.
Yeah.
And it was like all hell broke loose.
Everyone was mad.
Well, she went out that night and bought them.
Your brothers are mad. Your sister is mad. Your dad was mad.
Yeah. Because that's it's like, because we kind of joke about it too. Like, oh, I wonder what the Christmas Eve present's going to be. And it's because we know it's pajama bottoms.
Yeah. And when it's not,
you're like, where are the pajamas?
yeah. It's instant.
Like, ah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Me and my mom are very similar. Me and my mom had horrible fights as I was a late teen, early 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Because we were the same, like really similar people.
I can get it.
So we're very emotional. So we just destroy each other's emotions.
Yeah.
On accident. Not on purpose.
No.
Not like abusive, just like.
It just happens.
But yeah, I remember like the year, I can't remember, I was probably 17 when she didn't. It may have been the year she started going through cancer. And yeah, it may have been that year. I'm trying to think. That she didn't get pajamas, and it was like the end of the world.
Yeah. Oh man, what a great time to just flip out on her.
I don't think.
Not flip out,
I
but
don't
you
know
know
if
what I
we
mean.
knew she had cancer at that point. Or not.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's what started it. Jeez, you guys. You
what
upset her
started it
so
was
much.
The Vietnam War.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make you feel bad.
Literally, yeah, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Pretty much everybody has, and I just speaking from my life experience.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which was my mom's type of cancer.
Links back to.
They're all kids of Vietnam War veterans with Agent Orange exposure.
That's pretty nuts.
And my aunt had the other kid thing, which was hip. She was born with a hip girdle.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. We didn't have Christmas traditions, but we used to have an Easter, but I'll save that for Easter tradition show.
We also did. Did you guys ever go cut your own trees?
No, we never did that. You know, my mom still, to this day, yes, I think this may be the last year for it, has used the same tree since I was a little kid. So for about 30 years, probably plus, let's just say 30 years, she's used the same tree to set up every year. And it is, let's just say it's getting thin for an artificial tree. Like, I can't believe it's this long, but.
So, a long time ago, when we lived in the old house, so not this house.
Yeah.
We always had a live tree.
Okay.
We only ever did it once here because this house, the hardwood floors and stuff like that, they trap pine needles because the house is so old, there's a decent little gap between all the boards.
Right, yeah.
On the first level floor. So we switched to our artificial tree when we got here. But in the old house, we had a 14-foot tall room. And Dad, every year, filled the space.
Yeah, 14 feet.
He was measuring trees.
Yeah.
Dad had this crappy green. We'd go to Kaleidoscope Farms every year, which is a local Christmas tree farm here.
Yep.
They have reindeer. It's one of the few places in Ohio you can actually see true caribou.
Oh, nice.
Which are reindeer. The same thing.
Yeah.
They have like a little Santa's workshop. They have an ornament shop. It's a fun little. It's a whole thing. Like when you go, you can spend like half a day there and have fun.
Okay.
Go pick out your own tree. You walk the freaking. You've been there.
I have not, but I know where it is.
The tree farm is huge.
Yeah.
And it actually goes across the road, and they'll tell you, do you want like Douglas fir? Do you want, what kind of tree you want? Where you go and pasture pea.
Yeah.
And some of them will be like 20 foot tall down to, 4 foot tall.
Okay.
And you pick what you want. So Dad's goal was always to fill the space. So he would buy like a 15-foot tree. Once again.
14-foot tall.
I said the room's 14 foot tall.
Yeah.
We'd buy like a 15-foot tree. And I think it was because we really wanted the biggest tree. So Dad was like, all right, we'll get the biggest tree we can.
Yeah.
We had this crappy minivan, like a little green thing. They have a tree that was hanging 4 foot off the front and 4 foot off the back.
Yeah, strapped to the top.
Yeah. And then me, Luke, and him would have to try to carry this thing in and get it set up, and he'd trim the top so it would fit in the room. And it was just great. Oh, did you guys have an angel or a Christmas tree star?
An angel.
Did you? What was the tradition with putting that on top? Did
Mom
your dad always do it? Your mom always did it?
Mom always decorated the tree.
Okay. So we do it every year, like as a family, mostly. But we used to do it as so there's end up being 6 of us, but we'd all hang it up a different year, and we'd write on the back of the star who did it last.
Okay.
That's how we kept track of it. So this back of the star had years and initials.
Yeah.
And Mom still has it. So we had a lot of, I guess,
That's fun.
stuff we did every year that we didn't really realize we were doing every year.
Yeah.
Because
I bet the only thing I can relate to that is we'd always go out every year and pick out one new ornament for the tree. That was like our tradition.
So that's another Christmas. So my mom always gets us an ornament for next year. So you get next year's ornament.
That year for Christmas. See, we'd always go pick out our own. Mom would let us go out pick out our own for that year for the tree.
You ever been to Bronner's up in Michigan?
Nope.
So that's the world's largest Christmas store.
Oh, okay.
It is. It's insane. It's got its own weather system inside.
Dang. Okay.
It's literally one of these big weird stores. It's been built on
over
500 add-ons.
Yeah.
It's like so twisty and turny. But me and Emily have gotten our last couple years Christmas presents or Christmas ornaments there.
Okay.
If you want an ornament, they probably have it or it doesn't exist.
Gotcha. Okay.
They have some cryptid ones. They have.
I got a Bigfoot ornament last year. I just hung on my tree this year for the first time.
Did you guys ever do the pickle?
No. I don't know what the pickle means.
You don't know what the pickle is?
Mm-mm.
So the Christmas tree pickle is you hide a pickle in the Christmas tree.
Okay.
The first kid that finds it gets a present.
Oh, okay.
And it was supposedly a German legend or German myth that got brought over here in like the 1930s and 40s.
Okay.
Right before World War II. No Germans know about it.
Oh, okay. So it's American-made thing.
Yeah, it's not a German thing.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much going to wrap up our Christmas special.
Yeah, Merry Christmas again, everyone.
Day late, but it was recorded the week before.
Yeah. Yeah, just keeping the schedule. But, yeah, I hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year.
Yep. Remember, leave a 5-star review. We'll read it all as long as it's family appropriate.
Yep. Visit all of our socials, Facebook, Instagram, cryptidsofthecorn.com.
Go buy yourself a ticket for the live show.
Yeah, check us out. Come see us live.
And once again, April 22nd, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., Post Town Elementary in Middletown, Ohio.
Yep, and drive safe for New Year's.
Yep.
Drink responsibly.
Check Patreon out. We have a lot of Patreon members now, so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's growing. Every week it's growing.
Yep. All right, guys.
Bye.